requests from the live stream. You know, if there's a band you think I need to check out, please join my live request stream on Tuesdays or join my Patreon. Links in the description below. If you just want to show some support, super thanks is a great way to do it. Right now, we are doing live requests on Twitch, and the first one is freaking idiot. Oh, Kaneko Ayano with I Know Mama Wo. And let's hear it. This is I've listened to a couple songs from the previous request, and this is an acoustic version. And you guys may not know this, but I do I do acoustic songs, and I'm kind of partial to the sounds of a solo acoustic performance. So I'm looking forward to this. No, I haven't watched it. I don't know why it was there, but here we go.
もう少し大丈夫になったら大きな猫が飼いたいもんさら
And it's wrong. That's why I had it over here. I was supposed to go to 4 minutes. That is a well-worn guitar, man. Guys, there's just something that is just super honest, and like you can't hide anything here. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things. Playing a solo acoustic can make you realize like how wrong you're doing things like you didn't know before. Like if all you ever did is play with a band, and you always jam with a band, and it sounds great, and then they're like, well, play your part. You play your part, and all of a sudden it sounds all fucking sloppy. That's because you're playing fucking sloppy. And, you know, solo acoustic it's not easy to do. To keep it engaging and to pull off a good performance, I am pretty much known for when I do play that I'm gonna fuck up at some point. And I'll just start over, or I'll laugh it off and keep going. It's just going to happen. And that's mainly because I don't play all the time. Like I used to play all the time, and I would work on songs to play down at the Moon or at bars I used to play at for acoustic open jams and shit. I would practice and practice and practice. When I went, I would be in form. And now it's like I don't think about it until the night of, and then I'm not ready, so I don't go. You know, you really got to practice. And I want to do that because, like, I was thinking earlier, I'm like, well, I could play an acoustic for you guys, play one of my songs, and, you know, I'd have to, like, think about it for a minute and freaking relearn the deal. But anyway, it's just, I have an appreciation for solo acoustic stuff. It's like its own kind of musical art form. Like, there's no bullshit. It's you, and if it sounds good, it sounds good. If it doesn't, it's blatantly obvious that it doesn't. So, you know, you got to be in top form. That's wonderful. Cynical B, do you know what that song's about? One man show. Man, it's just honest right there, you know. It's a thing I'm out of practice doing. I really would like to do it more. But that was awesome, man. I love, seeing a guitar like that all is beat to hell and used, whether it's hers or a Bard one or whatever. It's been played, and acoustics just sound better the older they get, if it's a solid wood top. Things like when she's playing, you can see her like looking at where the chords are and singing. And when you're doing that, I mean, it happens if you're playing at a band or not too, but when you're solo acoustic, you got to play everything right, know where your hand is. And at the same time, the person you're watching singing is trying to remember the lyrics that are coming up next and which chords to go where and, what fucking note to hit. And there's so much going on in your head. And I mean, it's better if you do it a lot. It's easier. I think my problem is I just don't do it. When I do, it's like, oh, how does this go? I'm literally trying to remember like the next chords and the next lyrics and whether or not I'm going to try and pull off a fucking solo or anything like that. And that's when I usually fuck up. Oh, here's an extended rhythm part. That's because I forgot the lyrics. But I just like seeing that to where you can see somebody, you see them looking. It reminds you that, yes, they're awesome, but they also have to like look at where they're playing. You know what I mean? It's pretty amazing. And and how, whether you're picking single or regular or double time, or how much strength to put into the playing and matching your vocals, and it's a crazy thing, man. It's awesome. It seems simple. I mean, in ways it is simpler than coordinating a whole group of people, but internally it's pretty complicated. I liken singing and playing guitar to playing drums. That's how I learned how to sing and play, because a friend of mine had a drum set at the place I was living with a friend of mine. We were sharing a house. My friend had a drum set. I had a lot of songs, and I had lyrics for songs, but I had never really tried to sing them and play them, and I never showed anybody. And then I had started, before my friend had the drum set there, I started to figure out how to play drums just by tapping along with my feet and hands to songs and stuff, right? And I remember trying to play guitar and sing, and it just wasn't working. I would start playing and I'd forget what I was doing. Like I could not do them both at the same time. When I finally figured it out, I realized that your vocals are like, you got your rhythm with your hand, you got your rhythm, and then your vocals are like a snare or a fucking hi-hat or whatever. They got to fit, or an accent drum. They got to fit in between the beats. They got to fit in between your strumming pattern, like you're playing, you got your constant with your hi-hat and your kick is moderated, and then your vocals are like accents. But it still has to fall in with the rhythm, right? So that's how I figured it out. I'm like, okay, it's like a drummer. So playing solo acoustic is like playing drums for me. That's how it made sense to me. And as soon as I realized that, I started paying attention to the rhythm and the vocals, and then everything kind of fell into place. And it was kind of like just a very aha moment, Pretty cool. So it's a very complex thing I just love. And that was wonderful. I think I talked more about the experience than what she did, but what she did was great. Her voice and how you can hear those kind of, a little bit of vocal fry every once in a while when she's singing, and it's just feeling, man. It's just emotion coming out. Hey, if you don't know, I do have a merch store on teespring.com. I have designs for my wireframe logo in various colors and styles. Also, the solid logo design is available too. These can be ordered on t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, whatever. I also have the This Effing Band design available with the same options. There's also my Melted Mind design and the Mirror Image Wear eye logo. Without the patrons and the merch store, this doesn't happen. So thanks for supporting me. Links are in the description below.